let's just get to our final topic here, and then we'll do Q&A after because it's kind of going to all tie together. But we officially got more news on Kraven the Hunter. This time, coming at us directly from Kraven himself, Aaron Taylor Johnson, because they wrapped shooting. So he just straight up revealed major elements of the film, and he was like, oh yeah, in our movie, Kraven the Hunter is actually somebody who loves and protects nature and is one that is a fan of animals and lives
Uh, yeah,
along them.
Craven Ventura, cool.
yeah. It's all, he says all that while having a lion pelt on his back.
Kraven the poacher, the villain, is now Kraven the animal lover who protects the damn jungle.
And
It's one of the. I know everyone's freaking out about it, and I get it, but I get why.
No, everyone gets why they're doing it. It's
No. Not everyone gets why. Not everyone gets it why. Even that doesn't get shit. No.
It's true though.
Because if we can go back to his, like, I think it was Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah, it was Amazing Spider-Man. I'm just trying to see what the issue number. But in his first appearance, to make himself feel better of a hunter, he fought a hungry tiger. Like, it was like they never fed it, and he fought it so to make himself feel stronger. So he was trying to hype himself up to catch Spider-Man, essentially. So it just baffles me that Sony's trying to make villains into anti-heroes when technically they're not anti-heroes for the most part. And just so they can have like their own cinematic universe, so they can keep this thing going, since they don't want to ruin what they have with Marvel and Spider-Man.
Yeah, the whole thing with Kraven is, and we've known this for a while, they confirmed it. Every single film has wanted to use Kraven that's been in development.
Yeah.
All the Spider-Man films, every director, even Kevin Feige confirmed it, Amy Pascal confirmed it, and they always go, no, we can do something more interesting down the road.
Yeah, like even I think it was even with the last Spider-Man film, like in one of the original drafts, he was supposed to be in it.
It was originally supposed to be a Craven Hunter movie, yeah.
Yep. Until they made a multiverse film. So it's unfortunate that they've been trying so hard, and then finally they get it to happen. And Kraven the Hunter is literally not going to be Kraven. And it's one of these things where you just look at everything that happened with Morbius, and you go, so we're following the same route. And one of the things I thought was interesting, Aaron Taylor Johnson's like, we actually didn't use green screen. We shot this on location. It's the most real Marvel movie. It's like, that's because you guys are making this on the cheap. Like,
yeah,
it's, yeah, this movie, I'm telling you.
Oh man, it's like, he's like, we shot this on location. I fought a tiger. It's like, okay. It's just weird that they chose this route with Kraven, because he's a legitimately good character for being a villain. Because what I think most people are trying to say is that it's not the first time he was an anti-hero, because they look back at the 90s animated series where Kraven was a villain for the most part, except I think towards the end of the run they made him an anti-hero because I think it was the reason he was a villain in the first place, hunting down animals and seeking out Spider-Man, was because he was hopped up on steroids. And now that he's not hopped up on steroids anymore, he's actually cool as a cucumber, and it helps Blade out capturing Spider-Man because he turned into Man Spider. That's like the only reason that I can conceivably think that, hey, we can make him a hero because of this, and people like this version.
Yeah, it's well. You know what?
My thing with Kraven is people only give a crap about one story.
Yup.
Last Hunt.
He's a one story villain, and
what about the other story they did where like
what other story?
Him. There's two, but it was basically a retread of the first one. It was him and his family taking down the Spider family.
I don't get why Mitch doesn't understand the simplicity here. It's like Venom 1. It's supposed to be like that film where he was lethal protector, that people kept screaming, even though they did nothing from the Lethal Protector arc in that damn movie. That's what they're doing, Mitch.
But they said Lethal protects. That's enough.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Story checks out. Story definitely checks out.
Sounds like a 90s thing. It's like, no, it's an 80s thing. Dumb. Yeah. Dumb. But no, I don't know. Kraven's cool. He's people only want it for Kraven's last hunt. But you're never gonna get it. So
we're definitely not gonna get Kraven. I mean, that's definitely sounds for certain.
Tarzan, you're gonna like it.
Oh, it's definitely gonna be. It's gonna be worse than that Tarzan movie WB did like 3 years ago. Oof.
What about George of the Jungle?
It won't be that good. It ain't gonna be that good. Let's be real. But you know what?
Like, is Kraven gonna like swing from a vine or like a tether? Yes. But instead of from his hands, it's gonna be from his butt cheeks, like in the Disney movie.
That's fine. Take it.
It's literally just gonna be any like Tarzan spoof ever.
It's true. And speaking of that, though, let's make this topic actually more interesting by just tossing the Q&A here alongside of it. So this one comes from our member section from SpiderPig1000. He says, if Disney was to offer a large sum of money to Sony for the movie rights to Spider-Man and everything, like suddenly tomorrow, what do we think the number would be and Sony would be willing to accept it?
Well, last time they did that, Sony told them, I think it was like $4+ billion at the time.
Yeah.
And
Marvel was it 9?
Whatever it is, it's too much.
Yeah. I think it was just a little too much. Yeah, at the time, because I think Marvel and Disney were gonna pay half, but they wanted more.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not like it hasn't happened. It's just that Sony wants to hold the rights, like the licensing rights, hostage, so they can get a big payout for some reason.
Mm-hmm. And the problem is now Spider-Man's worth a lot more.
Yeah. Yep. That's kind of where you're at. The number they would give them, I mean, let's look at this realistically. Marvel was bought, all of Marvel, by Disney for like just shy over $4 billion. All of Star Wars for $4 billion. Spider-Man ain't worth that much. Like,
especially when Disney's already got the merchandising rights.
Exactly. Like, it's only the film rights, and right now, since they're already holding on to the film aspect of it, of using Tom Holland's Spider-Man, and that's going to continue, it's honestly, they're in the best case scenario right now. The only number that Disney could give them that I could see actually happening would be like $1 billion tops. And Sony wouldn't accept it because guess what? All the secure deals that they get for streaming being like, hey, we'll sell Venom to you internationally, but we'll sell Venom to Netflix and Starz and HBO here and Morbius here. They already made like $3.2 billion of profit just striking streaming deals last year. So they bought themselves time. So I don't think Disney could realistically toss in a number Sony would accept because they have nothing else to fall back on. Because Ghostbusters, I know we're getting another Ghostbusters movie. That last movie did not make money. It made less than the all-female one that everybody hates. So
it's a good movie though. It
was great. I loved it. But the fact of the matter is Sony doesn't have much. So, it's it's Sony.
They got nothing established.
Yeah.
Sony's got their entire gaming catalog.
Yep, and they're hoping that's they're hoping that's a gold mine for them. So
I mean, Uncharted made money.
True, that's true.
I don't know how because I didn't watch it, but it made money.
It made money because it was junk food.
Yeah. Oh, that's definitely
people just watched it because it was an action flick.
It's true. It's damn true.